Today I'm reviewing the Space gift with purchase set that was released on February 2024. This is set 40712, has 325 pieces, and it's called the Micro Rocket Launchpad. This is a throwback to the original space sets from the 1970s and early 80s. Space was my original introduction into Lego, and I just loved these kind of sets, and to have these throwbacks is just awesome. So let's go through them one by one, and we're just going to start with the small little spaceship here. Let me just move him to the side. So here we have a small little spaceship. I think this is based on either the space shuttle or the scooters that had been released in 1979. And this looks similar in the color scheme, the gray and the blue. So this is kind of cool. It's very basic little build for a spaceship. I do love these little baby minifigures that were released with it. This is actually kind of cool. This is the first time I've seen those since I just came back to Lego collecting, and they're just pretty cool. I was actually surprised how tiny they are. So that's a pretty cool thing to have in the set. Let's move on now to the second part of the set. So we have the rocket and the small base. This seems to be based completely on, there's two sets basically which are the same, but they had two different releases. So we have set 920, the Rocket Launchpad, which was from 1979. And we also have set 483, which was the Alpha 1 rocket base. So that seems to be based on those two sets. So we have the rocket, and then we have also the little base. So instead of having a ladder, well, usually these were stairs with just slopes. Well, now they've built a ladder out of it. And the rocket, basically a little bit more complex than the original rocket was. But and the launchpad also is pretty cool, pretty reminiscent. If you look at the image that I put in on the screen for this particular set, it looks pretty similar to it. Again, awesome throwback to those 1979 sets. I unfortunately never had one of these. I did have the command center, but not this particular rocket launcher, but it's pretty cool. I really enjoyed it. So let's now move on to the last part of the set. This is the small rover. This is based on set 6950, Mobile Rocket Transport, and that was from 1982. I've never had that vehicle before, so kind of stoked to have this little one here. And you can put the rocket on its back this way, and as you can see now, the rocket just sits there, and you can basically act as a mobile launcher for that. So as you can see, you can have the rocket pretty much launching this in this way. Again, this is the most complex set of the bunch. It has a lot of tiny little pieces, but it is a very good representation of what the original set was. And so again, we have a small tiny white baby minifigure. Again, very surprised how tiny they were. You have a rubber wheel, and the wheels are actually basically independent, so you can actually move them individually. So each side has its own axle, and they're moving independently from each other, so that's pretty cool. And so yeah, so this was the most complex set, but also the one that's closer to the original set that was released in 1982. So again, set 6950. And so overall, this is a really nice set with gift with purchase. I do hope that Lego continues actually with this kind of throwback to classic themes and go back to the classic space sets as well. I believe we have a space diner coming up in the gift with purchase very soon. Looking forward to that. If, by the way, you like this kind of content and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subs. It would really help me out a lot. And give a like, leave a comment down below if you want this kind of content or even more of this kind of content. So thank you very much and have a nice day.